Well, good morning. It is the day after the dyno. Woke up early, edited that video, and now we are on to fixing this car. So first step, assess the damage. Second step, get it into the garage. And then third step is start pulling the radiator out so that I can repin the crank, re-drill it. Oh man, but that was a tough break. As far as I could tell, the only thing that got hit was, the only thing that took any damage was the balancer. It didn't crack anything, it didn't break anything, so I think we're good there. Even the seal on the front of the crank looks good. And that front cover there looks good. Otherwise, I don't think it really hit anything besides just fell. And then that was all the sparking. So everything seems good. All the pulleys are still good. Water pump is a little greasy. Yeah, this was probably all just oil that's slung out from the front of the crank before Alpha shut it down. Super simple, just kind of time consuming, kind of a pain in the butt, but not a difficult job. Oh man, I need more coffee. Bowser, it's a hot day. Well, this is normally about how far I get before I'm at the uphill zone. I've done this a few times with the 240. I tried to use the winch to just kind of let it come out and go, hopefully get in there, but now thinking back, I realized that wouldn't have worked. I've tried to just roll off and roll in and just use the brakes, but that hasn't worked in the past either, so it's not really much other option. It's really tough to get into this garage. Maybe I just really need to full commit and back all the way in. I don't know, but now I gotta get it the rest of the way. So I don't know what I was thinking, but I clearly pinned the crank completely wrong. I thought I did it right, clearly completely wrong. I'll show you guys. So here you can see that was what I thought was the pin. It had a pin in it, but it was completely not correct. And then the balancer, I drilled out this spot for a pin. Like, I drilled a couple of attempts into it, but never got any of them right. This is the closest one, so I just need to match that hole on the, or just make a new hole on the crank like that, where it's halfway in, halfway out, and then make sure that I torque it to 130 foot-pounds or whatever it is. But I didn't do that, so user error. Nothing on the guys that make any of these parts. Complete user error. Just, you know, one of those things that gets overlooked when you have a million things to do. You rush through things, you don't pay enough attention. I did just that, and it bit me in the butt, but not too bad. Car radiator's already out. I can get the drill in there. Radiator comes out in a couple minutes. It was just water, so it doesn't have to be like collected or anything. It just let her eat, you know. So just got to fix that, and then we're good to go. All right, now I am definitely confident that I got it in correctly. I don't know if you guys can see it up top there. You can see my old attempts, not as good. That attempt looks pretty accurate. I only have the one pin, or else I would probably do double, but the one should work. And then there's a space there. The bolt doesn't go all the way in and like hold the keyway in, so I'm probably gonna RTV it in a little bit and maybe, I don't know, figure something out, but the bolt doesn't hold it in, so the keyway can fall out and kind of be in that space in between the balancer and the crank, because the crank doesn't go flush to the balancer, because the bolt sits on this lip, and then all the way down here, like another inch down, there's the lip for the crank. So there's like a little bit of an inch gap where the keyway can probably slide out, because it's not that long. It would be hard, but it could do it, so I'm probably gonna RTV it in there, and it should seal it a little better too. All right, it's on, it's tight. It took a lot of muscle to tighten that thing, but it's good, and I put a bunch of RTV, so I'm pretty confident in hopefully that'll seal it. Got my boy Henry out here. How you doing, Hen? So to answer a few comments about me tightening things later, I did tighten that. I tightened it very well, but I used a shorter ARP bolt that didn't have enough threading into the crank, so I switched to the longer bolt. And then I also didn't have the pin in there, so when the balancer spun, it was able to loosen the bolt pretty aggressively, much better than I could tighten it. It was trying to torque it, spin it, if you know what I mean, and it just loosened the bolt. And then once the bolt fell, you could hear the bolt fall originally, and then the balancer fell. So just kind of a bad situation all around. with no pin, it basically didn't stand a chance. So fixed it up now. We should be good to go. Not a big issue anymore. I think this should be good now for the long haul, hopefully. Definitely a little bit of a bummer, but not really that big of a deal. I mean, it was like a couple hours worth of work to fix, and I fixed it with the correct thing, I believe now, so should be good. All right, pulled it into the shade a little bit so I can fill the coolant without me standing out in the sun. Sounds pretty good. Idling nice, running good. Super happy. All right, maiden voyage to the track. Let's see how it does. So right now it's sustaining everything pretty good as far as oil, as far as fuel pressure and water temp. Oil pressure is still not a thing. Whoop. Little elbow shift. 192 degrees, not too bad, not too bad. I got all my stuff with me. Bronte's just following, and the GoPro's dying, so that's cool. It's like 5:30 right now, so there's some traffic in our area. Your daily report with Cooper Ogeti. See this traffic? Look at this streetcar stuff.
This looks so majestic with the sunset in the back.
Oh, beautiful. Normally, Hans devices need 4-point harnesses to work, but because this one has a waist strap, it actually works a little bit without harnesses, so I figured I'd wear it. Yeah. It's not like a great, like it's not like correct or a good addition, like a needed addition, but I have it.
Might as well use it.
Might as well use it. It's good practice wearing all my stuff.
So what should I be excited for? At what number?
I think you should be excited if it gets down the track. Okay. If the board's light.
Yeah.
I think that's all we need.
Okay.
No, I think 11.0 is pretty expected.
Okay.
I think it should go faster than the wagon.
Okay.
But it is just a test hit, so if I lift, it's probably because something felt weird.
Yeah.
Something may feel weird, smell weird, sound weird. I lift.
Good job!
Yeah, that's what we're trying to run, 1150.
Yeah, that was freaking awesome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull back in and wait.
That was a great A to B pass.
Yeah, I didn't even floor it off the line.
Yeah, like it could have left harder.
Yeah. We'll see what it does when I floor it.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull back in. For a second there, I forgot what I was doing.
Yeah, I was like...
I rode the brakes
because I was using the trans brake and the foot brake, like my brain was like trying to use both.
Are you not supposed to?
Well, yeah, I wasn't good enough on letting, like, it was so weird having the button in my hand like that, not on the wheel.
Yeah, you were just like
I was just like, and then I got out, I was like, what am I doing? I was just like, why did it do that?
I thought like, I was like, maybe it was the trans brake.
Yeah,
like,
it's new car learning curve.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what the hell was that?
At 129. Wait, that was really good. Oh my god. Wow.
What do you think?
I was literally like, am I reading that right?
That was pretty good.
I was like 10-4. What?
Yeah, 10-4. I told you it would go 9s.
Oh.
I know. It's a good car.
Yeah. Oh, that's gotta feel so good.
It does.
It
yeah.
left good too.
Yeah, it left good. It was like a
harder.
140 60 foot.
Okay.
So that's not too bad, 150 or something like that. So like for all things considered for the car, stock rear suspension, old tires, like I think that's pretty good. Drove it
I
here.
don't know what to say. That
Drove
was
back.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. On
Wait,
93.
are you trying to do 1050s?
I don't know. I gotta see if I can run 1050s.
Yeah.
I know I can run
because
1150s. I just don't know that safety wise if I can run 1050s. But if they let me run a 1050 class, then
That
I'll
would be
run that.
cool. Yeah, that's like
Because they could do
perfect.
that. I mean, that was
easy.
yeah, that was like nothing. This thing on E85 though this thing on ethanol would probably be like a 950 car.
Yeah. Is it just on? It's on regular gas.
Yeah, it's on just right out of the pump.
Right.
93.
It has to be like that, right? So you can.
It doesn't have to be,
okay.
but it just makes it easier.
Yeah.
And if it can do that on pump gas, I'm happy. So that's really awesome. Talk about coming off of last night's dyno to this.
Yeah,
I'm happy
oh my
with that.
God.
So now just load it up and drive. That's what I'm gonna be doing next week.
You're just ready to go now,
Yeah.
huh? I mean, I feel like that's got to put good confidence like in the car now.
It does.
I'm
it
glad
felt
we came
good.
out.
Like
yeah.
it was really smooth.
Yeah.
The alignment is really good too. Like it's
Good.
super smooth up top. Like I'm not worried about any of that. I'll probably still touch it up a little bit more, but I don't know. I mean, what do I do now?
Yeah, like,
It's just gas
I don't
and go,
know.
like-
yeah, it's so easy. You didn't even put ice in it.
I know. I didn't even
put
put ice in it. I could definitely get more out of it with ice
Yeah, that would
and
do a
with
9.
E85.
Yeah.
85 would go really far, and if we really want to get spicy, you know, well, nitrous. Superchargers really like nitrous.
Yeah. Dang.
That's pretty
This
cool.
has got like, okay, this is great for a sick week, but like this is gonna be fun to like
Yeah,
push
this is
it
a
now.
fun car. It's
Yeah.
like a little more of a beater. Once we get like a decent cage in it and a seat,
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
can really like push it without feeling like
Yeah.
reckless.
But you feel good and confident,
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah,
ready
I mean,
for sick week now?
This is like
Excited?
a $500 engine with heads cam and a $1,000 transmission. Yeah, everything looked good. Everything felt good. So I think we'll just end it, or we'll probably end it off at home when I make it home.
Oh,
I
yeah,
gotta
you
make
gotta
it
drive
home. Yeah, so gonna load up.
No, we're not loading up. You're just getting
No, I'm
it
gonna
going.
load up all my
Oh,
stuff,
yeah, you
all the
gotta
tools
put-
and everything,
Yeah.
and then drive
Hey,
on home.
Didn't have to use one single tool.
I haven't used any tools yet.
Haven't used any freaking.
That's pretty good for the first track night.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, good car.
This is like
job,
a
Chip.
really cool thing. This I
yeah.
like that you built this in the garage and like it's just doing.
The simplicity.
It's
This is a
thing,
fun
yeah.
car too because it's like, you know, the Camaro's a lot. Like when we take it
Yeah.
out, like it's a lot. Like this car is like super relaxed. Like I was just pulling back into the lanes.
Yeah.
Like I didn't have to come mess with anything.
Yeah.
Not hating on the Camaro, it's just different cars.
No, yeah, it's just different.
This is just fun and
Camaro
simple.
will always be the OG,
But
but this is
1040,
exciting.
that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Like this thing definitely have a 9 in it. I didn't even, that was foot brake too. Like I didn't even use the trans brake. I was just like,
I mean, that's working. Just like stick with it, you know?
it's hard, it's lighter on everything. Like it's not as hard on the
On the
transmission
car
and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I
All
guess go home, maybe do an oil change tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just to have fresh oil in it for sick week, but
Okay. You're just ready
what
to
do
go
I do?
now, I know. It's like
I don't know what to do with my
now.
hands.
You've been doing so much, I feel like, the past few weeks.
Oh
that
my gosh,
now,
this past like 2 weeks on this car have been brutal. They're
That's
all
why-
meshed into like 2 days.
that's why you're like, what do I do now? Because
Yeah.
you've been nonstop, that now that it's working and you know it's ready to go, you're like, what do I do?
Now I just probably put a passenger seat in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then just load up all the tools and gear into this car, pack it down, and then be ready for Monday.
Ooh.
All right, guys, so I made it to the track, made it home, made 2 passes. 1040 was the best one, so super pumped on that. That's actually flying for what I imagined this thing should go. Probably a little faster than I should be going in it, but you know, sometimes you just have to do that. I had safety gear on the car. Yeah, no cage, no safety, but I felt safe enough. So super pumped with that. Ready for sick week next week. Hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it saucy. I'll see you next time. Oh, and here's the 240 to show you how sad it's looking. Oh no, 240, no front wheels, no injectors, no MAP sensor. I will put your things back eventually, don't worry.